Hi, this is John the Pool Expert. Today I'm going to be showing you how to clean your Jandy cartridge filter. So what we're going to need today for this is I've got a pair of big channel locks, 9/16 for the band. I'm going to be using a drill with a socket, but if you can use a deep socket with a ratchet or a crescent wrench or anything that's not going to tear it up when you remove it, and that needs to be completely removed. And then also you're going to need a good pressure nozzle. I like something like this that I can clean the cartridges with. So, okay, let's get started. First thing we need to do is make sure everything's off. Then also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain all the water out of this filter, and the way we're going to do that on this particular setup is we can open up this hose bib. That'll let air into the pipe, and then also we can remove the lid to the filter pump. I'm also going to open up the bleed valve to let that out. And then on the Jandy filter, there's a large plug on the side, and that's what I've got my channel locks for. If you can do it by hand, or just kind of get it started. You just want to open that up, let all that extra water out. And we'll just let it drain out. Okay, once it's all drained out, the next step is to take our 9/16, this case a drill. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to completely remove this. And that's what that looks like. It's important to note the direction this sits in there. It sits like that. So this shouldn't be hanging out like that when you're putting it back together. So set that off to the side. I'm just gonna tap on it a little bit, and then we're gonna just barely pry on it, and it'll fall off. Next up, we want to take the lid off. So you're just going to grab the handle and lift it up. Set it off to the side. And here we have our 4 cartridges and the manifold that sits on the top. So you're going to want to remove this this manifold up here. It's got 2 little grips here. And so all you do is kind of twist it. You can see that it just lifts off. You're going to set it off to the side and remove your cartridges. Once you've removed the cartridges, that's what the inside of the filter looks like. This comes out, and you can rinse it off. We'll set that down there. And then also the inside can be rinsed out. And then there's an O-ring that goes around this. It's very important that we clean this O-ring off, and that we clean all the sediment that builds up around the outside edge of the filter. To clean out the inside of the filter, you simply just rinse it with a hose. And all the dirt will all the dirt will just go out that plug hole. Next step is just hose off the dirty cartridges. You're gonna notice pretty instantly of the difference. Just want to be thorough and clean out all four. Okay, once all the cartridges are all clean, you're going to set them all back in there. And it's all clean down inside of there. And then it doesn't matter upside down, right side up, their cartridges are the same. Make sure this is all cleaned off. I hosed it all off and wiped it off with a rag just to keep the sediment from being on there. You don't want to forget to install your top manifold. So just take it, the tube goes down inside the pipe. Obviously each piece sits inside of a cartridge. You have a little vent tube that goes right here. And then that's it for that. We just got to put the top back on. Okay, I've set the top back on. The clamp, the band is around it, not all the way tight yet. And it's just sitting there. So we're gonna take our threaded piece and get it in there like so. And then we're going to go ahead and start threading it by hand. The only thing we really need to remember is when this is done, it needs to be basically where it was when we started. So the band nearly has to be touching. And that's one of the reasons why I use a drill. Also, you can tap this with a rubber mallet to get it seated right. And then you can put this any direction that's good for you. And also you can put the gauge. You set this whole top any direction that's convenient. You want to put the band in a way that's convenient for you to get a ratchet or a drill or anything. Boom, just like that. And then don't forget to put this on or you're going to have a lot of water. You know, on the outside of your pull as opposed to on the inside where it goes. Snug that bad boy down. And then don't forget to put your lid on. Don't forget to tighten up your hose bib. Otherwise, you're going to have issues. And tight. And fire it up. Obviously, you have to let your pump prime back up. You're going to bleed when you're letting it prime up, you can bleed the air out with your little bleed valve. And then that's all there is to it. That's cleaning a cartridge filter. Thanks for watching. Keep your eyes out for other videos. Thank you.